Hey, what's going on, everyone? Jonathan Davis here with Davis Autosports. We got an absolutely gorgeous TJ for you today. Make sure to watch this entire video so you can see everything this Jeep has to offer. In addition to this video, we have a ton of pictures, content on our website. This video isn't the sole means of advertising this Jeep. It is a portion of it. So if you're not seeing something in this video or information, please make sure to go to our website, davisautosports.com, where you'll get a lot more information, price point, everything. There's some things we don't list on the video because the video is permanent, and some things that we may change over the course of selling the vehicle. With that said, one owner, Carfax certified guaranteed Jeep, flawless history, clean and clear title, locally traded in, garage kept Jeep. Carfax does show this as a two-owner because it was a lease vehicle that was bought out by the leasee. This thing's 100% original, fully serviced top to bottom, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Prettiest color combination in my opinion for the Sahara. Beautiful green and tan interior. We are not going to modify this Jeep. We are selling this Jeep all original, all bone stock, just because you do not find them like this, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. I do want to point out the only bit of wear, we were going to repair it, we just didn't have time. Right there on the rear corner, you got a little dent there that is going to be removed. That's all part of the purchase price. We are shooting this in 4K, so if you have the ability to view this in 4K, please do so. Jeeps like this do not come to market. I'm the owner of Davis Autosports. I've bought and sold and worked on hundreds of TJs, and this is definitely in the top 10 condition-wise. It's just truly gorgeous in all aspects. What you're actually seeing are bugs on there. Those are not imperfections whatsoever. And look at those decals. This was locally traded. It has been a garage kept Jeep. The undercarriage of this Jeep is just one of the most impressive undercarriages I have ever seen. The shocks still have the factory stickers on them. The frame still has the factory chalk markings where they inspected it at the factory. Same thing with the differential covers. Service wise, this thing's been serviced top to bottom by the previous owner. There's no paint work anywhere on this. It's all original paint. Now I'm going to go through here in a moment and show you some things that we did, but we'll just do a quick close-up. Look at that hard top. So nice, the bugs want to hang out on it. So I want to point out too, you're seeing a glare and a gloss. My fingers, there's no conditioner on that top. That's just how clean that top is. You do not find tops like that. Check out this molding around the window, beautiful condition. All little things to look at if you know these TJs. These wheels have a tendency to get corroded. They have sort of a clear coat on the spoke part of the wheel. Not an issue whatsoever. Wheels look pretty much brand new. You do have a small little two areas that right there that have been touched up. Here's a good shot of the, it looks like there's a sheen and shine on it, but like I said, there's no conditioner on it whatsoever. Beautiful hard top. Again, those are literally just bugs on it. That's a factory decal. These TJs are getting so hard to come across. For every one TJ that we have in stock, we probably passed on 5 to 10 just to get that one. And even sometimes we have to lower our standards and just do more work to them to get them that much nicer. But this thing is just one of those ones that you just don't find anymore. Most people that own them in this condition, they do not want to get rid of them, so they just don't come to market. I mean, look at this thing. Check out all the hinges. I mean, none of the bolts have been turned. I mean, the Jeep looks like it has 10-15,000 miles on it. It really is that nice. Brand new, spare. So we'll get into the interior here in a moment. We'll get into the undercarriage as well as the engine bay and the drivability portion. So now that you've seen the entire Jeep, I just want to let you know some things that we did. So with all of our Jeeps here, we do a full paint correction service. If you're not familiar, in a nutshell, what we do is we wet sand the clear coat down. This Jeep, we just did a 3000 grit, which is almost the same consistency and texture as almost regular paper. That essentially scuffs a very light layer of the clear coat, and then multiple steps, high-speed compound polishes and buffs. That's standard. We actually even do that on new vehicles, so it's not that there was anything wrong with this. If you look at all of our videos, that's just a standard service that we do. It makes great paint look better. It makes good paint look good or better as well. So it's just, no matter the condition of it, it's going to get that much better with the service. So had nothing to do with the previous condition of this paint. You can tell it's beautiful. All of the black components on this Jeep, we also painted. These were painted with an automotive grade paint. So the front bumper, we removed the lights. We actually removed the lens, paint the housing of the lights. So those are freshly painted as well. All the caps are painted. Filler pad back here is painted. Everything up front painted. Same thing with the hinges. It just gives them a nice black contrast. These things fade over time of ownership, even when they're garage, because these are dyed from the factory. The mirror housings and the hardware also, and it just gives everything a nice pop once you know that it's been done. Side steps, same thing. Door handles, same thing. Rear bumper has been done. License plate holder. All these parts are removed off of the Jeep. They're not sprayed on the Jeep. We don't clean a vehicle and just put spray paint all over things. All of these items were removed. We got a phenomenal reconditioning department here. Everything gets completely sanded down, gets prepped properly. I mean, the bugs are loving this thing today. And your end result is just a gorgeous, gorgeous Jeep. Look at the chrome bezeling. Usually the chrome bezels on these are pitted really, really bad. These are perfect, original. We didn't replace those. So in a nutshell, that's the exterior. The only thing that you can remotely nitpick is the one area that I had pointed out. We are going to get that rectified. So with that taken care of, I mean, this thing is literally as nice of any TJ up to 06 that you're going to find. We've sold TJs. I just sold a 9,000 mile TJ last week. It's on my website showing pending. You can take a look at it. This Jeep is nicer. We sold a 16,000 mile TJ about a month and a half ago. This Jeep is nicer. It's incredible condition. It's amazing that it actually has 90,000 miles and is this well taken care of. That's the most impressive part, in my opinion, is not the condition, it's the condition with the miles that it has. So we'll go ahead and show you the interior. We'll move on to the undercarriage next. Interior on the green and tan Sahara, to me, is the prettiest out there. Non-smoker. There's no stains on the carpets. It's got husky floor liners throughout. The dash is incredible. Steering wheel is perfect. all the buttons have no wear. Top of the steering wheel's perfect. No cracking on the dash. You have all 3 chip keys, and these are chip keys, which is good, and you have 3 of them. Check out the condition of these seats. They're just beautiful. Contrast match stitching. Pretty as can be. We'll go to the other side here in a moment, but while we're over here, AC blows ice cold. This thing's just incredible. Tan canvas padding on the roll bar, perfect condition throughout. Look at the back of the seats. Husky floor liners back here. Underneath the floor liners, perfect carpet. No staining, no issues whatsoever. Beautiful, beautiful Jeep right here, guys. Look at that. No odors of any sort. I mean, these seats really make this interior, in my opinion. Underneath the seat, you do have your jack and your, and your tools. Just bear with me while I pop this. So, no glorified engine dressing, just a clean, natural engine. We didn't do anything to it, just wanted to show you how it is naturally. Check out the hood, super clean, no rust issues where they're known to have rust issues. Same thing with all the radiator support area, super, super clean. I want to go through how incredible this Jeep is service-wise. Look at that back firewall, super clean. So you can look at every Cherokee XJ and TJ video we've put on YouTube, and you'll see 99, if not 99.9% of those videos we mention the servicing that we do to the Jeep. Very, very thorough servicing. We spend days and days, sometimes weeks and weeks servicing a Jeep. This Jeep we literally did not service. The reason being, there was nothing that had to be serviced. We check everything on these Jeeps, from the entire AC system, the cooling system, engine leaks, driveline, brakes, tires. We restore these for a living, so we go through everything. We stock every single part for this Jeep imaginable. It's a joke in town that if a Napa or Advance or something's out of a Jeep 4.0 part, they can call us. We literally stock everything. So it's worth our time to actually replace parts on these Jeeps when we sell them, because it goes to show everyone that we service them and that they actually bring more money when we do all the servicing. This one, the rear main seal not leaking a single drop, valve cover not leaking a single drop, oil pan gasket not leaking a single drop. That service was just recently done on this Jeep, not by us. The entire driveline, the front differential, transfer case, transmission, rear differential, all the gaskets are around them, all the silicone and seal, all newer. The fluids are perfect. There's no leaking, there's no seeping even from the differentials. All of the end joints for the suspension and steering. So your tie rod bar at the bottom, both ends of those, brand new units that are fully serviceable and greasable. Your pitman arm end, that's newer. Your track bar end, that's newer, and those are all serviceable. There's literally nothing that we had to do to this Jeep. AC wise, it has a newer evaporator, heater core, receiver dryer. That's all been replaced. Check out this newer radiator. The radiator has been replaced. The hose, upper and lower, have been done. It's got a newer battery as well. This thing is fully serviced. It's very rare that we don't have to do anything to it. And because of that, the drivability is perfect. And once again, it just makes sense with everything else on this Jeep cosmetically, how well it's been taken care of, that it's been up to date on all the services. Now, the Jeep was serviced at 2 separate places throughout its ownership. One of the places did report to Carfax and the other place didn't. I think Carfax shows roughly 25 individual service records, and each time it was serviced at those increments, multiple services were done. So it's got a lot more than 25 services, but that's how many times it was in the actual shop getting serviced. I'm going to take it off the Steadicam real quick and show you guys the frame, and then we'll go ahead and do a quick test drive. So just bear with me, it's going to get a little shaky. So the undercarriage on this thing is absolutely incredible. So just want to make sure I don't stop the recording. Check out this floor pan. I mean, usually these floor plans are rusted up. I mean, it's incredible. It really is. Look how smooth the metal is. Look at the hard lines. Now you're going to see a little bit of rust just because where there's welds and everything, but it's not flaking rust. It's 20-year-old metal. So you're going to have to expect something like that. But I can guarantee you don't see undercarriages like this. Usually these brackets, you'll see that, and that's all surface. There's nothing flaking off. That's just raw metal. These brackets on these factory side steps are usually completely done. They're completely rusted. Even if the rest of the Jeep isn't rusted, these brackets, they're very thin. They're completely exposed, to the point where, I mean, we've stepped on these before and it just completely broke off because they were so weak with rust and everything else. That's where your rear main seal is always leaking from. Oil pan, I mean, this actual oil pan itself, besides the gasket not leaking, the condition of the oil pan is in phenomenal condition. Look at this wheel well. I mean, we didn't paint this. I mean, you can see chips and road residue on it. I mean, that's just a beautiful wheel well. I mean, absolutely beautiful. Look at your shock. Still got your factory sticker on it. Your factory control arms in great condition. Everything underneath this Jeep is just truly beautiful. Check out that floor pan. I mean, that's just if you see brown stuff, a lot of that stuff is dirt. But look at these hard lines. Look at the fittings, perfect. You just don't find them like this, guys. You really don't. None of the axle seals are leaking on either side. That's an extremely common problem on these, dry as a bone. Look at the floor pan back there. And this is, like I said, that's just road dirt and debris on that hose right there. That's a rubber hose, it can't rust. Control arm's perfect. And as you see, we didn't paint this. This is all original, garage kept. Your fittings for all your braking, usually those are completely rusted up. Differentials, beautiful, still have your sticker on it. Backside of the shocks, you still have your stickers on as well. See what I do for you guys? We actually just like getting beautiful Jeeps like this in and showing them off more than anything. Same thing here, unpainted, just beautiful, beautiful wheel well. Look at that, beautiful. All the way down. No leaking whatsoever. I mean, that oil pan looks brand new, and it's not. It's just how well this thing's been taken care of. There's a good shot of the top of the wheel well. More floor pan. This is an area where they get super nasty, where that sort of pinch weld is back there. No paint on the axle, just a natural axle. Just beautiful. No leaking from the axle seals at all. All right, we'll do a quick little test drive. This thing is just so clean on the inside. There's the mileage. Usually these get real brittle and break. Same thing with the speaker grills. Now I don't have the steady cam on it, so maybe a little shaky. That is a seatbelt indicator right there. A lot of people, I only say that because I get a lot of people ask me, what's that light on in the dash? That light in the top right corner is the upshift indicator, just sort of telling you you can upshift at that time if you want to. I'm going to let the RPMs climb up some parts of this video, both to show you that the engine at a high RPM is completely healthy. It also, so I'm not having to shift as much. Get you guys sick watching this. Second gear roll from a stop. No issues there. Roll up the window real quick. All right, so I can tell you from experience, my guys pull seats out of the Jeep, and I can probably tell you what happened is the connection is a little bit loose, so sometimes that light will come on and off if the connection isn't there all the way, I should say. Going back to fourth gear. Look at the steering wheel, smooth as can be. Check out this front windshield, great condition. Got cruise control on, just my feet are off. Steady 65, feet off. Nice pretty Adidas Ultra Boost. Must get a pair. We'll go ahead and accelerate. There she goes. Go ahead and coast. There she goes. We will cancel, turn off, and back on the throttle. Radio works perfect. I'm not going to turn it on. Sometimes it can kick us off YouTube, depending on what terrible song is on the radio. It's all junk. Just put it in four-wheel drive, instantly went in. I can tell the way it's gripping on the concrete. It's absolutely in four-wheel drive. Take it out, it's immediately out of four-wheel drive. Can't beat that. No hard clunking, no having to back up and reverse, move the wheel around. Perfect transition. If you guys are looking for just a beautiful original TJ, there's plenty of them that have been produced, so I'm sure there's a handful out there, but it's going to be very hard to find one like this. Like I said earlier in the video, I think the most impressive thing is that it actually has 94,000 miles, because a Jeep like this in this condition typically is a five-digit or excuse me, a four-digit mileage Jeep. It's just truly that nice of a Jeep, and I wish I could find more of these. So just to put the engine under a little bit of stress, we're going to go ahead and go down to third gear, get the RPMs up. We'll bring it up to about 4,000. Clutch held great. Back in the fifth. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Quick recap: 01 Sahara. You saw what it is. It's, in my opinion, as perfect as a Jeep that you're ever going to find. Drivability is perfect. We're on a road with major crowns in it, one finger on the wheel, straight down the road, no issues whatsoever. Under hard braking, there's no shaking, no vibrations, there's no driveline noises, there's no leaks. This is an absolute buy, love, and enjoy Jeep. If you guys have any questions, 855-955-3377. That's 855-XJ Jeeps. Thank you.